Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 214. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam. So I posted on Instagram,
and this is a talk episode.
Man, this is a talk episode where the tutors talk. I failed. I was so excited. I had some ideas finally.
Go ahead.
Posted on Instagram, finally, again.
Nice.
Only my story, but our story. Asked for suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know what it was? Anything business.
Who's responded to that?
I bet you can guess.
Starts with an R.
Yeah, it starts
with an I.
Yep. Ryan Gray.
I fucking love it, dude. Anything business.
Anything business.
All right. I know him and I were talking about how to.
He also said more guests.
I agree with more guests. No. Okay. This right here might be able to help him.
Mimi.
Or at least be a reminder. He talks about how to train in people, good employees, or how to train employees to be better employees.
Mm-hmm.
Process, expectation, behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Explain the process to them. Go over the process with them a couple times. Teach, let them show. So teach them, do it with them, then let them do it, and you watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the process.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You dog's going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you have your process, and so the employee understands the process. Next, you have the expectation. So you have to give the employee your expectation of them. So now you have the process done, and you give them your expectation for them to complete the job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then you receive their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And the behavior, you're either going to learn if they didn't understand the actual process, they didn't understand the expectations, or they're an employee who isn't willing to cut it.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays it's kind of a lot of the employee themselves. Anyways.
Well, a lot of it is the employee themselves, but it goes back. Remember that one guy we thought about firing? Ryan and I were like, let's fire this dude. And you're like, no. Let's explain everything he's done wrong. Let's give him an ultimatum. Gave him an ultimatum. Dude was the best employee from then on out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the norm? Absolutely not.
But it's worth a shot.
So, process, expectation, behavior. Lay out the exact process. Go over the process with them. Lay out your expectations, exactly what you expect of them. Exactly what you expected them. Written down. And then you receive the behavior from them and follow up on the behavior to make sure it's the behavior you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that with your employees, you can train an employee to do just about anything as long as the employee has two main things. Number one, they want it. Number two, they're in line with your vision.
Yeah.
What can hurt you is if your employee is not rowing the same direction as you.
Mm-hmm.
They can be doing the work, right? They can be doing the work and everything, which is good short term. Long term, if they are not rowing with you, they're rowing against you.
Yeah.
And so making sure that they agree with where you want to go and they have a want.
Mm-hmm.
They have the drive to do it.
Mm-hmm. You also have to explain, it's not really part of the PEB, but you do need to explain to them where you want to take the company. What you want out of the company, or what do you want from the company? Most of the time your answers can be bigger, but Shaun and I, we're thinking about maybe in the wintertime, maybe we'll start a little side business in a southern state, as well as have the flipping company up here.
Right.
Obviously that's not going to be for 5-10 years, but that's something we thought of. And we're okay, if we could find someone who's cool with us leaving 6 months out of the year to lead up here, that's great.
2 to 3 months. Give me 1 to 3 months.
Okay, fine. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
But then that also would give people in the other area even more incentive. Mm-hmm. Whoever would be up here would then know their role would be running the company up here. Mm-hmm. And then you have the people there. Their role would be running that company down there.
Yeah. I mean, that probably down there would be a lot smaller of a scale since we won't be down there as much. But.
Yeah, it'd probably be working more directly with like one salesman, and a couple contractors.
It's also nice too knowing like Brooke really wants to get into like real estate in general. So that's why it's good that she works with us. And she also wants to get something down south. And so very easily, like, we can be like, okay, like, we'll get ourselves a property, set up all the processes and everything, and then we'll help you find a property, and then you just kind of can piggyback off of those processes.
Right.
And like, we want to make sure like there is like a bonus or like like a bonus to being a part of our company, our growing company.
Yes.
A reward, some may say.
That's what Rankin does. Rankin does that with his employees too.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that's a good way to do it. And you don't have to have a crazy huge team to make an impact.
No. Yeah. Anything else on that? How do you deal with anger?
How do I deal with anger?
Yeah.
You asking me?
Yeah.
I like to fantasize.
Okay.
All right, guys, check it out. So here I was today. I've been trying to reach out to a certain department. I'm not gonna name names. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything like that. I was trying to work with a certain department. This department happens to be a part of the city. Some call the people that work there civil servants, right? They're supposed to be serving
the public, right?
Serving the public. Our tax dollars
pay for them.
I've been trying to get in touch with a certain individual, certain group there, department for a few weeks. Trying to get in touch with them for a few weeks now. And I did reach them once. And they told me things they were going to do that they did not do for over a week. Left a lot of calls and a couple emails. I show up today. I'm thinking when I show up, I'm going to get there, and the guy's not going to be there.
Because
he's on vacation.
Because he never answers your phone calls.
He's on vacation. My bad. I'll hear from him when he gets back.
Which most people have, like, automatic messages to, like, say that as soon as you send them something. But.
That's why I was like, that might not be the case. So, anyways, the two individuals I need are standing in the center of the office, jaw-jacking.
Love that.
Nobody at the counter. Up walks a lady. Not around lunch. I made sure to not go around lunch. I wanted to make sure everyone was there. Lady comes up. How can I help? Can I talk to this individual? Yeah, he should be back there. Walks over to one of the individuals, jaw-jacking. I don't know what these dudes look like. I do now. And I can hear them. He walks into his office. She comes over and says, he'll be out in a minute. And I can hear them talking about me and about how annoying I've been leaving phone calls and emails. And so then the one walks over to me and I go, hi. And it's not like, hey, how you doing? It's, what do you need? What do you want? And I was like, can we set up this showing for this that we talked about a week ago? And he's like, well, what are you trying to accomplish? He's like, you were trying to do something with this, right? And I'm like, yep. We discussed everything I needed. I explained everything again. And I was like, I'm just trying to set a walkthrough to make sure we're all on the same page moving forward so this thing can pass, because we need it to go to it needs to go through multiple levels of approval. So I'm like, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page so no one's wasting anyone's time. So he's like, okay, let me go get the other guy. Goes, gets the other guy. Comes back. I put out my hand to shake the guy's hand. He looks at me. looks to see if I would remove my hand, and I didn't. And then he put his hand up to shake it. And so I'm like, okay.
Is this an elected position?
I have no idea.
Okay, anyways, continue.
So then all I know is I've chatted with other individuals, and they are not fans of the individual that didn't want to shake my hand. So the other guy, hey, fill me in, or fill him in. Okay. So I fill him in on the situation. This guy's looking at me like I've got an IQ of 6, like I'm an absolute moron.
I mean, you kind of are a meathead looking guy, but anyways.
I'm just whatever, explaining everything, and they are very not excited to be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can tell they are very irritated I'm there. But through like whatever, we start getting the one guy to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
The first guy that hadn't been returning my calls, emails, nothing like that, he's chuckling, he's laughing. You can tell he's starting to warm up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy, not even a little bit. Not having it. So what I was doing during this time, because I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm fantasizing about literally crawling over the counter and destroying these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just playing out in my mind how to pulverize their fucking brain into nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And inside, it made me warm and fuzzy.
That's good.
And so I'm like, all right, dude, woosah, you just played out in your mind what would happen if you were allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to happen, and there's nothing we can do. So I woosah'd and did more of what I could do to make the one dude laugh. The other dude ended up just, the one guy's like, yep, so he will look into it for you this week. And the other guy didn't say like, yep, whatever. He just walked away. And so how do I deal with anger? I take some deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
I close my eyes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's towards someone, I fantasize fucking destroying them.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've been doing that forever.
So I bet you it feels even better now that you do jujitsu? Because now you really know you can fuck them up.
I mean, it depends, right? I'm like nothing crazy. I'm just a white belt. I don't know shit. But I have confidence in myself.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways.
That's fun.
It's just what I do.
I love that you waited to tell me that story until we got on the podcast.
I forgot about it already.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Fun. That's fun. I love the city.
Oh, dude, no, I'm not even gonna get into it. I ain't getting into it. I dealt with this shit with stable living all the time. I ain't getting into it. Anyways.
Wasn't that more the county than the city?
Don't matter, dude. They all suck.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you're looking based on like the amount of fucking dirtbags in like civil positions, in positions that are paid for through tax dollars, you're more likely to find dirtbags who shouldn't be there than you are good people actually trying to help.
That just sucks, right? Because, like, the city of Eau Claire's taxes are so freaking high.
Mm-hmm. And
it's to pay stupid-ass people like that.
Dude.
Who don't fucking do their jobs.
Horrible. Anyways.
Fun.
So.
That's how you deal with anger?
That's one way.
Okay.
The other way is, occasionally I cuss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I cuss. I actually just close my eyes a lot and breathe in and out. And I'm like, motherfucker, dude. Mm-hmm. Then I will confide. I will confide in my closest individuals. Mm-hmm. And then I will dig deep and reflect in my brain to figure out how to solve whatever's angering me. Mm-hmm. So I do it. I get angry a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot.
Do you think that's why the like tutor charm hasn't been happening as much lately? Tutor luck?
'Cause I've been fucking just pissed off.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Thought I would ask.
Has my tutor charm been off, babe?
A little bit.
Facts. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
I'm getting outwitted by the devil.
Yeah, you are.
Dude.
Yeah.
All the time. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not decisive in my... I don't have... my decisions are not decisive. Is that the right way to say it? And I have decisiveness in my decisions.
Yeah, you're not like... yeah, I don't know. Are you being too, like, open with your decisions?
Right. I'm not... So the reason that all this is happening is because I'm not definite. There you go.
You're letting in the gray.
Yep.
Oh, Mimi.
I'm not definite in my decisions, and I'm allowing gray area.
Mm-hmm.
The only way for everything to work out is I have to be definite in decisions, and I have not been able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am getting very close to becoming definite in everything I do.
Yeah. I was giving little man the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And hoping he wasn't going to do this.
Yeah.
I might have to put him downstairs.
Well,
We'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't really know how I deal with anger. I used to yell a lot. That was also when I was on birth control and very hormonal in general. In the past year or two, I go to the gym when I'm angry.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu helps so much for that. The
Yeah.
regular gym don't anymore. That doesn't even faze me.
Oh, it helps me quite a bit still. But I have to, like, I go harder, like, do,
Right.
Yeah, get amped up and just fucking lift weights and shit.
I have a hard time turning my brain off when I'm lifting weights, but in jiu-jitsu, it's a lot easier to turn the brain off.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's because you listen to podcasts?
No, because even when I do music, it's just my brain goes the whole time.
Does it? Okay. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lift weights a lot. I vent a little bit to Brooke occasionally. Yeah. Brooke and you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll like write stuff in my journal too, and that helps actually.
Yeah, I do that too.
Just to get stuff out.
Voice to text, voice recordings, and writing shit down. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Got to get it out of the brain, out of the mind.
It does help to just like get it on to something, and then you can just like move on.
Get it out of your brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're okay though, man. That also reminded me of something that I already forgot. That's okay.
Nice work.
I know. I'm on point today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just curious because I know you weren't having the greatest day, and I haven't been too bad. No, I haven't been too bad lately with anger.
Yeah.
A lot of it, and lately I've been just like laughing at because it's just funny.
Right. Yeah, I just get irritated.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's all because there's just too much gray area in my life.
Yeah.
So I get fucking pissed.
Yeah, I know. We have I have a week. I want to finish or fix up go through my vision again. I said I wanted it done by August 1st, so I got 1 week to do that. That'll be nice. I also am going to go through my journal because I know I write down a lot of stuff I need to do, and then I don't look at my journal the next day.
Right.
So I want to kind of go through that and make a little...
Sometimes if you just sit down and you write out like a note or two of the things you need to do, and you just sit there, next thing you know, something else will be written down. And then something else. And then something else. I sat down to write down one thing on a piece of paper today. I filled up the whole page.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, that did not fucking pan well for me.
That's impressive, dude.
Because it was just all the shit that I've like been meaning to do or like whatever. And I just sat down to like take a note about one thing I need to do. And I was just like, oh, that's right. There's this thing. Oh, yeah, there's this thing. Oh, yeah, this one. Da-da-da-da. And I filled up a page and I was like, oh my God, I need help.
That's impressive. Dude, right before I came on this podcast,
Yeah.
I was just scrolling through Marketplace. There's a house for rent. I think it was like a 3-bed, 2-bath, maybe a 4-bed, 2-bath. I don't remember. Pretty nice, like updated, whatever. Guess how much they wanted for rent?
$2,000.
$2,500. No utilities included. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
And like people are even commenting on it, like that is more than a mortgage for that house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, they probably are trying to make $300-$400 on top of their mortgage.
Yeah, it's tough. I actually think we're going to see more of that.
I think we will too, surprisingly.
Do you know why?
Banks are going to stop giving loans.
People won't be able to get approved for loans.
Yeah.
Somehow, yeah, I don't know. But a lot of people are going to struggle to get houses to rent because most management companies require 3 times income.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 3 or 2? 3 times income, isn't it?
Yeah, we had one today that was 3 times income, and I almost don't trust that because when I can get applications through Zillow,
Yeah.
it gives you like a credit report.
Yeah.
So it tells you what their monthly payments are. So like this girl's monthly payments was like $1,200 and her income was like $3,300. And I was like, okay, so that puts you at it was for Oxford, so $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you got an extra $1,300 a month, and I was like, nowadays that's cutting it close.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I mean, groceries, Netflix, car insurance, rental insurance, like
Yeah.
all your shit. If you got a gym membership, if you got any health insurance shit, whatever, dude,
We have people applying also that make more than $75,000 a year.
huh?
We had 2 applications today for people that make more than $75,000.
Fuck, I gotta get on their level.
Yeah, one's was a traveling like X-ray tech or something. I don't remember what the other one was.
Damn.
Yeah, so like she's like just coming back to like she just got done doing her traveling stuff. So I'm guessing she just like wants a place to live until she finds a house. Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, damn, dude. And like, so she makes $75,000 a year, or she was at least. I guess I don't know if it changes that much when you go to just a full-time position.
I'm sure it's probably only like 50.
Yeah, but still applying for a $800 a month, $850 a month apartment.
Damn.
Like that's smart.
She gonna have money. That's a good girl right there.
Yeah. So anyways, I just had to mention that. $2,500 plus utilities.
So I was talking to JP today, and he's like, hey, how have you noticed your rentals are? He's like, have you noticed they're not like renting as fast? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, we're getting like a lot of applicants. Not a lot actually filling out the application. So not a lot going through the application process, then not a lot being approved. And then you got even fewer to pick from who are actually going to show up to do a fucking walkthrough and stuff. And so, like, that want it. So I'm like, yeah, it's like a lot of tire kicking. A shit ton of tire kicking. And he just posts his on Facebook, which I told him to start using Zillow too. But he was showing me he's got like 100 messages. For a 2-bed, 1-bath for $1,000 a house. And I'm like, or a side of a duplex. And I was like, that's not bad, dude.
No.
Like, in Eau Claire,
It's really not.
It's not bad. Side-by-side duplex.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And yeah, he's just tire kickers. It's been a month. Like, bro, damn.
Yeah, what's nice about Zillow is I think it's $1.50 or $1.75 to post on there a day. But so I think why we don't get so many applicants on there is because they have to pay for the credit report, which is like $20. But I would fucking rather have that than
we
not.
just got one in.
Did we?
Rental app, yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, quite a few people pay for it. So, and I don't know if they pay for it once, if they have to pay for it every time they apply.
So
for one.
it lasts a month.
Yeah, but I don't know, like if they apply for ours, does it carry over?
Yes.
Does it? Okay.
So if you do it on Zillow, it works for any other rental for a month on Zillow.
Okay.
So that's why, like, AJ said if he's got people that apply to his thing, he says, hey, please go fill this out on Zillow, because if you don't end up liking my property or if I end up leasing it before you're able to do it, at least you have a month to continue looking for not having to pay it again. So
That's smart. A lot of people, though, like, it'll say, because they can put in their, like, whatever moving date.
Yeah.
A lot of people for August 1st.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, you got a week. You kidding me? Who waits? Holy shit. Yeah, insanity.
And we got what, September 1st for all 3 of ours, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Dutchman I put August 5th.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So I figured, because then even if
Yeah.
we don't get someone after that, they can just move in right away.
Right. Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
But yeah, I was like, damn, dude.
It's crazy.
So yeah, that's what I got going on in rental world right now. Joyful.
How much is Dutchman's rent?
I put it at $10.60
Perfect.
because we're including water. Because I didn't know what the previous water was.
We include water?
Well, because we're going to escrow it. But I don't know what the previous ones were.
So we're not including water.
We are. Well, that's what the extra $60 is to go towards water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be 10.
Oh, it was at 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Well, I can raise it.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet. Whatever. Cool. What else we got?
Yeah. Let's see. Anger, gym, work. The little man's just coughing up a storm today.
All right. A lot of people selfishly network. All
Yes.
people want to do, I shouldn't say, some people
Yes.
take notes. If you're going to something going, what can I get from this? You need to ask yourself, how can I help? Instead of asking yourself, what can I get from this? You can go to an event. You can go to an event and go, what's the one thing I'm trying to learn here or take away from this, right? That's perfectly fine, because then you have a mission and you have a reason for going to that event, okay? What's the one thing I'm trying to take away from this? If you're going to an event, networking, whatever, and you're going there thinking, how can this benefit me? Who can I talk to help benefit me? That is wrong. You need to think of, how can I help someone? Or how can I be of service here? Whatever. For anybody that's been doing anything for any length of time, you can notice very quickly who's in it for personal gain and who's in it for the betterment of the community.
Yeah.
And it makes me fucking sick. The people who are greedy. Not for money necessarily, but greedy for their own personal gain.
Yeah. So for the next connection to get them a better mortgage rate, or the next connection to get them a duplex, or
the next, whatever. How can I use this person to benefit me?
Yeah.
That shit is not good.
How do you feel about at events networking with people while a speaker's talking?
Yeah, I might have to go with a no, dog.
Yeah, big no.
Big no, dog.
Yeah.
You have to show respect to the speaker.
Because they took their time to come out and teach.
If as the host, if people ask me questions, if people ask AJ and I questions, we'll answer a couple questions, or AJ and I'll sometimes be like, hey, how's it going? How do we think this event's going? Whatever. Especially at Recon, we did that to make sure shit was going all right, and we'll chat a little bit at event, at our personal, at the actual meetings, right? At the monthly meetings, we'll say some a little bit, but usually you shut up and you listen. 1, respect. 2, respect. And guess what? Believe it or not, if we brought them in to speak, there's a very high likelihood there's at least one thing you could learn from them.
Also, having spoken in front of people before, like, you remember the people. Like, I guess I don't know about, like, super big crowds, but, like, I definitely think about, like, okay, I know that person. Like, it bothers me. I'm like, I know you're talking, and it is distracting me.
You're talking or not paying attention or whatever.
And so that would give me more of a drive as a speaker, where if they came up to me to ask me questions after the fact, I'd be like, hey, man, you should have listened.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even care to be rude. Like, I'd be
No.
like, I went out of my way to help you, and you decided that your time was more important than mine.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I like that. No, I think that's absolutely right. I think people need to be more respectful and
Less selfish.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Especially right now, like, with so many people just like, the U.S. sucks, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, well, because there's so many fucking selfish people in the world.
Right.
And, like, you saying the U.S. sucks, you're probably selfish yourself.
Right.
Because you're obviously not doing anything to better the community around you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I really don't like selfish people or greedy people.
Me neither. No, dude, I honestly am just trying to figure out how to, like, overthrow Eau Claire.
Yeah,
What position would I need to get in politics to, like, start plucking people out?
I don't know. You probably, the shitty thing is, like, it's probably not a elected position. You probably need to be, like, hired into the county somewhere.
I'm just saying, like, is there someone that not holds this shit to a higher standard?
I don't know.
Are we not taking reviews? Like, is the city and the county not taking reviews on their departments?
Probably not. I wonder if there's, like, someone you could contact to be like, hey, dog, can you, like, start asking people reviews for their time with the community, or, like, working with people, like, because they fucking suck. Which is weird, because then there's, like, nope, not weird, actually. I was going to say there's, with, like, the mental health court through Eau Claire County, like, that thing's beautiful. Like, they're all there to help.
Maybe the mental health court, but definitely not other departments and social services within the city and the county.
Yeah. But mental health
Shit's
court is, like,
trash.
really, really good in Eau Claire.
Yeah.
Which is so weird.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think there needs
There needs to be a change.
a change. My personal belief on the change is fire everybody and outsource it all. I think everybody that gets paid should be fired. It all get outsourced, and then it gets charged accordingly. So I don't know. I think that's how it should be done, because they can make a living.
Otherwise, like, I don't think you should, like, you shouldn't be allowed to be in that position for, like, 20 years.
No.
Right? Like, you should have to either, like, move to a different department, or, like, move up, or maybe not even move up, because you can still be selfish.
Yeah, no.
Just some type of change, because so many people, like, stay in those fucking positions forever and then think they're, like, untouchable, unstoppable. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
I will working.
No, fucking DHS in Eau Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking lose the county fucking millions of dollars and then not have to do anything about it.
Yeah. No, there's
Dumb.
many layers of bullshit. Do I actually find it to be even, like, a level of corruption? The fact that, like, because what they're doing is they're stealing from taxpayers, just sitting on their ass, not fucking doing their job, just stealing from taxpayers.
Think we could do, like, not like a strike, what is it, like a picket outside of Eau Claire County? And be like, you all fucking suck, do your fucking jobs.
It'd be sick. You know, there's probably, like, I mean, in that building, there's probably, like, 10 people doing their job. Pretty good.
So Jenna at work, so she used to work for Eau Claire County. She used to work in the, like, water billing department over there. Yeah, she said she was, like, the only one that worked.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why she quit, because she, like, would get yelled at for, like, people not doing their jobs, and she's like, I'm the only one doing my job. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty wacky out there in this world. But anyhow, moving on from that.
Yeah. From that negativity of a
Right.
goddamn department.
Right. Yeah. Well.
Subject.
Yeah, subject. Anyways, what else you got?
What else do I have? How was Station 11? You finished it.
Yeah, that book was sweet.
How's Ron Swanson?
Ugh,
Really?
it sucks.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like staler than most business books.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just reading this thing and I'm like, this sucks.
Damn.
You want to know what the problem is?
Hmm.
He uses too many fancy words.
Really? That kind of surprises
Yeah,
me.
like I understand. I know what the words are. Some of them. I'm dumb. But it's so far, the way he's talking is so far off from the characters he plays. Because he is a very artsy guy. He's liberal.
Yeah.
He's a liberal. And so, reading this book of a man, with my phone?
Yeah.
You looking to see if he's actually liberal?
No.
Oh, I don't know if he actually is, but the way he's...
No, there's something else I wanted to look at.
But so as I'm reading it, you have it almost seems fake. You know what I'm saying? It almost seems like fakely written as a joke. But then you keep reading it, it's like, oh, it's not a joke. This is who he is. Mm-hmm. And so it's really throwing me off from the character that he actually plays is very, very different than who he is. Mm-hmm. So I'm struggling through it. I'm hoping I start to like it. I'm hoping I get used to it. So I'll give it another few chapters and see if it warms up. Mm-hmm. What's up?
Okay, I've been seeing this quite a few of these on Instagram lately. I'm not a very religious person, but it does make me like think. So, oh my God, I don't even know how to say this Bible chapter.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes.
Let me see.
It's in the New Testament.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, anyways. The heart of the wise inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool to the left. Even as he walks along the road, the fool lacks sense and shows everyone how stupid he is. If a ruler's anger rises against you, do not leave your post. Calmness can lay great errors to rest. So that is why a lot of people say conservatives are on the right, or are called more right-leaning, and liberals are called more left-leaning.
Huh. The heart of the wise inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool to the left. Even as he walks along the road, the fool lacks sense and shows everyone how stupid he is. If a ruler's anger rises against you, do not leave your post. Calmness can lay great errors to rest. No shit.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing it a lot on Instagram.
Wow.
There's another one too that talks about like the wise are on the right and or like good's on the right and evil's on the left. I think there's another one about it. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Very, very interesting. Another quick Instagram. I'm just going to tell you guys what I watch on Instagram because it's fun. There was a story about a girl who didn't, she's always been very liberal. Or maybe they. I guess I don't know if it's a he or she that posted this. I'm going to go with the she. She's always been very liberal, left-leaning, especially like through college and everything. And then as she's gotten older and this gender theory has come out, she's kind of been questioning it. It's just like, doesn't make sense. She has a brother who's a trans woman, and a non-binary sister.
Okay.
And she wanted to be honest with them and told them that she just didn't really she loves them for who they are and that they want to be that way, but she doesn't really understand and believe what they're going for. That day, the trans brother blocked her on everything. Mm-hmm. The next day, the non-binary sister blocked her on everything. Mm-hmm. And this guy goes to say how it's not liberalism at all. It's totalitarianism.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And like how like that is just the worst thing you could be, because instead of believing both sides can have an opinion and you can have different opinions and you should respect those opinions, the person is more like, nope, what I believe is right, what you believe is wrong. Fuck you, basically. Are you looking up totalitarianism?
Total. How the fuck do you even?
Totalitarianism, right?
Totalitarian.
Okay. Totalitarian. Okay.
A person advocating a totalitarian system of government. Okay, let's see. Relating to a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state. A totalitarian regime.
So
most totalitarians seem afraid of the spirit of science.
makes sense.
Totalitarianism is a form of government that attempts to assert total control over the lives of its citizens. Yeah, we definitely don't want that.
No. People are definitely acting that way, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
So anyways, I thought that was interesting that
Oh, do you know who was a totalitarian?
Hitler?
Adolf Hitler.
Hell yeah.
Who's a totalitarian in the most recent days? Anyways, that doesn't matter.
No. I would assume probably whoever, North Korea.
Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
Islamic State Daesh. Iraqi Republic of Iraq.
Oh, like their governments right now are totalitarian? No.
That one went from 97 to 03.
Oh, okay.
The only one current, it looks like two, what's this one? Syrian Arab Republic is active.
So what's the difference between that and
North Korea.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, what's the difference between that and a dictatorship? I'm guessing they're probably the same.
I think they're very, very similar.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got active is Afghanistan, Eritrea, state of Eritrea. I don't even know that was a place. Here we go. Eritrea.
Okay.
Cool. Weird. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Anyways.
There you go. That's what I got.
Cool.
Fun stuff for you, eh? Do you want to do the book or no?
Nah.
No?
Do you want to?
I don't care.
Nah.
Okay.
We'll get it next time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you learned something. Peace.
See ya.